What's up, guys? This is HH Trader back with another trading day. We're here looking at December 23rd at our platform. About 5 minutes to the bell. We have 4 stocks on watch. We have 2 low floats, very low floats, and then we have some pre-market movers that are getting some good volume behind them. FRSX has been going up it has been going up for multiple days. Yesterday it had a big move. Today it's having a big move. I do believe it's going to pull back drastically, so I will be staying away from that one. LIZI is a new one. It's just popping up, getting up. If you look at the daily chart here, we can see that it's currently at 425, so it's below this little area or range right here. I do not know how volatile it can get. The float for it was 10 point. It was a range. One site gave me 10.32. The other site gave me 22.37. But it is not that volatile anymore. It has been fading off throughout the day, so it isn't one that I'm really watching. But these low floats, I need them to get more volume in them, especially off of the open. So we'll see. All right, we got about 3 minutes till the bell here. 3 minutes to the bell. Let me check and make sure everything is going well, going good. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. All right, so we got about $1,000 to spend today, to invest today, and we'll see what we can do with it. I'm not in any rush. I'm looking at these stocks, and this one, FRSX, already looks like it's fading. Look at that. That's why I didn't really mess with it. I knew it was going to end up fading off. It's just too high right now. Let's look down here at SFET, CCRC. Those have to get some more volume. They're right on VWAP. Look at the overall range. It looks like they've been fading off for a while, right there, since December 21st. So it's almost been 2 days. Down, 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 down. So it definitely can get a move here. SFET, we look back on the daily chart. It can also, probably about time for it to get a move. So we'll see what they want to do. It's up to 138, so we'll see if they can get some volume and get going. All right, let's see, Lizzie. We have about 1 minute to the bell. 1 minute to the bell. We're about to come in hot. FRX is way down, man. Okay. Have about 15 minutes to the opening bell. We're going to see a drop here off of FRSX. Look at this. It's already in a huge 5 minute. It dropped from the 458 all the way down. So we just opened up. The market is open. We're looking. CCRC already just popped up, but we want to let it go ahead and get some volume in there before we go crazy with it. Definitely popping around. This one, FRSX, is about to drop. We're gonna let it do its thing. Oops, wrong thing. We're looking at the news. No news on FRSX. So nothing to hold it up today. Lizzie also way under VWAP, trying to make moves, but just looking sick right now. CCRC. Let's let this first minute close up real quick. Okay. So we'll draw our resistance right here on the 1 minute. We'll draw our support right here. Okay. Need to do the same with SFET. It's 1 minute. Support resistance levels. It's got a very tight range here. All right, FRSX definitely got a little boost up there. Support line is right down here. Bounced off of VWAP. Resistance on no news. It went up this much. This is how you really see a crash here. No news this early in the morning. People are hesitant. People are willing to sell. All right. So we're just gonna let this see. It's giving us data here. It is a strong stock, but it does it is making a kind of a weird little. It made a dip and went straight up, so it's gonna have to pull back here. Gonna have to pull back above this 1 minute level. When people start selling though, you'll know it. Wow, look at all that volume coming in. Did it get halted? It's got to be halted. There's no way. Yep, halted. So it got halted going up. It's probably gonna the bad thing about this having no news is these can go into investigation really quick. So if you got in here and it goes into investigation, then it's kind of hard to continue to trade these once they're in investigation mode or whatever. Okay, so we will see what it's going to do here. These are getting a little bit. Whoa, it's up 17%. Okay, came back down. It is holding within this range, but we need some more volume on CCRC. It can be explosive today. It's got 10 million in the float, 10 million or 12 million, one of those. All right, on the 5-minute chart, it is getting those wicks. So let's go ahead and put that resistance up here. 411 seems to be a spot that's going to hold it down. Then for the support line on the 5-minute, we got that right there. Just gonna have to wait for that thing to come out of a halt. SFET. I just hope that isn't a halt on pending news. If it's a halt on pending news, it's gonna be really bad for whoever's holding it. Let me go ahead and make sure there's no issues over at Charles Schwab Street Smart Edge. Okay, no issues, so we're good to trade. I'll go ahead and do a practice trade on this one. Let's just set it at $10. We'll buy one share at $10, and we'll say buy that one share at $10. Okay, it put it out there, and I can cancel with my hotkey. So we look like we are good to go here. CCRC is kind of backing down in this range. FRSX halted within the first 3 minutes. So that was halted at 9:32. And let's check the news. If it's a halt, oh, it hadn't even hit the news yet. We don't know what kind of halt this is. Let me go see halt news. Stockhalt.com. Okay, this one has a halt. It says the reason is because of volatility. Okay, because of volatility. And I just checked it at the NASDAQ trader.com. They also have another one called haltnews.com. So let me duplicate that. And let's go and open that other one up. Was it traderhalt.com? Where'd it go? Yeah, stockhalt.com. Just trying to see what kind of halt that was. And that was a volatility halt. So we'll see. We will see here. Let me go ahead. All right, current pages. All right. Ooh. Well, I'll change it in a minute. Okay. Let's go out here and just be waiting, watching for these halts to open. CCRC is below VWAP now. Really low float. BWEN is up. What's the float? I didn't get a chance to check this one. It wasn't moving earlier. So let's see what we got. Float is BWE. BWEN. Float on this one is 14 million. Yeah, 13 to 14 million. BWEN. Shelf registration this year. Okay, so let's get back over here to the main thing that we're looking at. Big drop there to VWAP. The top side is the 525. So there's our drop through VWAP. VWAP is at the 467. Let's see if it can get back over that 467 range and possibly break out of this high, which is the 525. If it wants to make new highs, 526, and we'll go ahead and take some shares up there just in case it wants to get back up there. Don't know if it will or will not, so we'll buy. Let's see, what's that? See, it's not enough buyers to keep it alive. Look at that. Not enough buyers to keep it alive right there. It's hard to move these types of stocks. Now it's completely under VWAP. And I don't like this 5-minute setup at all. Look how strong the sell pressure is there. I don't like that at all. Buyers are just losing. Look at this. Red, red, red. That's crazy. Alright, so over this high of the 475 looks like a nice place to be taking some. 25 shares, 475 if it can get there. That's a $0.25 break. So we'll take that on the if it can get going upwards again. 475 looks like it's going to continue trying to bottom. The 9 is at the 473, so it's got to break that 1-minute 9 to get to me. Let's see, BWEN, steady making moves, but I just don't like it. It's got to get some more volume behind it. Not enough volume to be buying right now. So we got it on the top of this one. It might get me in here if it can come back through VWAP. But that 5-minute is, man, it's tough. Tough, tough, tough. We can take some profit, quick profit here if it wants to let me in. Through that 75 break. Looks like it's challenging that 50. Holding up there a little bit. The 9 is now at the 70. I'll be in at the 476 if it wants to get going. Yep. Nice weak stock right there. Okay, let's go ahead and cancel that and go ahead and look over here. That one's got to recapture VWAP. So let's go ahead and look over here. CCRC. It's finally getting some play, but it's got to get back over VWAP. Between is also getting some volume, but it's got to stay over VWAP. Lizzie still down. Still down, still struggling. This one's got to get all the way back over VWAP. I'm not touching it until it does. CCRC coming back up to do a red to green. Well, it already did it. Now we just need a 1-minute pullback above VWAP. Come on, get some trading here. SLGG moving very slowly. 1-minute resistance right there. Low volume on that one. Okay, we'll draw our support down here on the 1-minute. And we'll do the same here on the 5-minute. Support resistance. I like it. I like what it's doing here. Just need some volume. Support resistance. Needs to hold up that level right down there. 172-ish area. It can go up all it wants on low volume. This one's struggling to hold over VWAP, kind of crashed down VWAP right there. FRSX, it's looking okay. It just needs to get back over VWAP and prove itself above VWAP, which I don't know if it'll be able to do. It's struggling to hold at 50, and I mean struggling. So we're staying safe here, staying very safe. It's back within this 1 minute range that I marked off for it. Let's go ahead and mark off our support and resistance on the other side on the 5 minute. Draw our support resistance here. And let's see how this thing plays out for everybody. CCRC back under VWAP. Okay, SLGG is getting a little bit of trading action here, but I still need to see a little bit more. It just doesn't look like it's trying to. It gave a pullback, but still, I'm not trusting it just yet. FRSX back under VWAP. VWAP is at the 465. 465 area. Looks like SLGG is trying to hold up this level here. This one's really struggling. When are those buyers going to come back in there? I don't know. It's in a 5 minute downtrend. I don't like any of that. Struggling to find VWAP. VWAP is 20 cents above it. Lizzie. Let's see the 5 minute open resistance. Having a hard time holding that up. Support. It's right here. So we got our resistance and our support right there. This one's fading. Okay, CCRC is coming back, trying to get back above VWAP, struggling. It does have some good volume, but it's got to get back above VWAP. This one, SLGG, is kind of bottoming out there, getting a little bit more volume. So we'll see. Sometimes you got to do some data collection first before you get into these. Still in a 5 minute downtrend. The top is a 382, so we can actually get in probably on the break of this 390 area. $4. Let me see the resistance levels up here. Pull this up, make it big. But it looks like we got a resistance level up here at the 4. Right here. And next resistance level is at the 440s. And then at the, looks like the 470s. Resistance. And then this one, the 482. So it's got plenty of resistance up there. Okay. It looks like it wants to go higher, but looks can be deceiving. Lizzie's struggling. Why do I have these ranges so high? This should be right here and right here. Lizzie is struggling. CCRC just does not want to give up here. Does not want to give up, but it's going to have to. All right, so we see the 380s here. We want a break of that $4. That would be absolutely amazing. Break of the 390s. Let's see if it can work its way up there and give us what we want. 401 would be great, especially if it can keep a little trend up here going up towards that level. Definitely be looking for that. All right, so we are down to only two here. Two stocks that are holding up after the first 50 minutes, and this one's going and checking that bottom range there. Yep, broke through it, pulled back over it, getting a little volume there. Can it stay above VWAP? That's the question. Stay above VWAP. Nope. Wow, ended below VWAP, so that's another crucial hit. We have nothing on the scanners now, nothing to trade. And you know, I do not trade things that are not on my scanner. So it's got to get back up. Something's got to come and hit these scanners. Will it fail out? Will it fade? We'll see. We'll sit here with my full equity, watching, waiting. But at least now it's got it'll if it does come back through, it'll have a little bit more volume coming back through. I forgot, did I set that let me set this to 5 instead of 2%. There. Okay, that should work. Okay, that's where it needs to be. All right. So who's going to be strong today? I don't know if I had this set to 5 or 10. I forgot. 15. Oh, 1%. 5. All right. So that will keep that on. So we do have something on there. I forgot I had changed those the other day. All right, Lizzie still struggling and fading under VWAP. Pre-market VWAP was all the way up here at the 469s. CCRC looking like it's getting strong. Looks like it's finding a bottom here on the SMA line. So we will see. We will see about CCRC. Plenty of, well, I wouldn't say plenty of volume, but it does have good volume. Needs to get back over that 391. It's got resistance up here now. Draw our resistance here at the $4. Between is struggling to get over VWAP and stay over VWAP. It is a little bit more expensive at the $5 range. Fell into hold VWAP there. So it might actually disappear if it can't hold VWAP. Yep. We'll see. Lizzie struggling. Man, these stocks are struggling today. Look at this. CCRC got right up there to that resistance level that I just placed. That is crazy how resistance works. And so that'll be the level we need to see it break before it starts to kind of break out. On the daily chart, it is a big red right now, so it doesn't look good fighting this trend. So we'll see. We'll wait and see what happens here. And as you can see, my scanners have really saved me, you know, because looking at what was on the charts and then now is not there, it saved me from losing money in those situations. Let's go FRX. FRX is trying to come back. No, it's not. It halted down. It halted going down. That is funny. Under VWAP. I'm not touching that anyway. It's gotta be above VWAP for me to scalp it. Because that's my main strategy, is scalping. We'll see what CCRC wants to do. It actually has 3 times that it's tested this level. It's got this 1 time right here, 2, 3 times. So we really want to see it get through this level and kind of be strong in this range and give us a pullback above this level. So this is how you manage risk. This is how you keep from losing all your money in the market. You be patient. You let your scanners work for you. When something does pop up on the scanners, it doesn't mean trade immediately. It means evaluate the data that's been given. So if we look in whatever is here, we can see what data has been given. And think about if I would have jumped in this trade on FRSX, just jumped in. Think about that. I would have definitely been hurt in here. So if I jumped in here for this breakout 448, maybe if I took profit here, maybe it would have worked out. But once it went into that halt, it was over with. And knowing me, when I'm in the money, I'll set my stop at the bottom of the 1 minute, so it'll go up, set it here, go up, and then all of a sudden I get slammed out. But at least I would have took a 475 would have been that $0.25 break. So I would have took that profit right there, that 475 break. So from the 446 to the 4, that's about 30 cents. That's still a pretty good gain, but I just wasn't willing on that one. Lizzie between continues to try to come up here and get above VWAP. It had a tight range down here. Draw the resistance for this. Draw the support. That was a very tight little 1 minute range there that it's holding up. Wow, I did not mean to do that. Okay, so it looks like it wants to go. We need to see a pullback above VWAP though. Make sure we got a nice little support level. Nice little support level is what we need on that one. CCRC is also trying to get back above VWAP. So both of these are looking very nice. CCRC does have more volume, so the percentage chance that it's a breakout on it will work is greater. Okay, FRS. Struggling. The struggle bus is real out here. Okay, so it's giving us a pullback here to the 610 on low volume. Needs to come on with that volume, man. Come on. This one gave a pullback. All right. It's making little moves. Had 3 times. It's got to get through this level and then start to hold this little $4 level here. FRX pulled a red to green move, trying to come back up, isn't it? Let's see if it can get back above VWAP. Or will it just tank? VWAP is at the 452. Getting up there. Got to break the 450 first before it can even get to VWAP. I don't know who would be buying right now, but you know, some people are very interested. Hit that 450, jump through that 450, but just does not have the juice to go on that break of VWAP. That is very concerning. Yep. Falling right back through VWAP. Let's see if it breaks the body. Okay, it did not break the body right there. It may be a chance, but I don't know. Maybe a chance. Okay, this one is holding above VWAP once again. This one also is trying to hold above VWAP. So I guess now we can focus on, let me see if this one falling out. Because I'm about to just leave these alone and completely focus on the low floats if it just continues to do what it's doing. Can't get over that 450. That 450 is becoming huge resistance. Yeah, I don't like that. Sellers are jumping all on it. Let's see if it breaks the bottom here. 437. Then we'll go and focus on those low floats. Yeah, you're not looking too hot. Not looking too hot at all. Will it break? Okay, it bounced off that level. Still below VWAP. It's fighting for cents now though. I'm not too interested. This one's also coming back and tapping VWAP again. Between. This one is looking better and better if it can get some volume. That's the only thing it's missing right now is volume. So it has a resistance level here, right through here. It also has formed another resistance level right here. Then it has a support level. Right through here. So it's got support. It's above VWAP. So it will be the one that I'm about to start watching hard. Look at this. Fighting for cents right there. Look at that. Barely getting anything right there. It's lost all of its volatility. I'm good. We will stay with between. And 625 is looking like a good buy area if it can push within this upper area right here. I believe if it pushes into this area, it'll be 15% as well. So that gives me even more confirmation. Just pushing up to that level. It's an hour into the day. We've collected plenty of data here. I don't think it's going to get back down here to this level. If it does, that means it'll be way below VWAP, and it's probably not going to come back up if it fades through these levels down here. Man, people are really loyal to this stock, man. They are still buying even though it's fighting for pennies. That's crazy. Got this nice little topping tail here on the 1 minute, looking very discouraging, especially if it breaks that 50. Let's see if it'll break that 50. Two topping tails. So it's got to fight against two red topping tails. That's some big selling pressure. If it pushes through both of those, it will be showing strength though. That 450 though, man, is getting tested. Alright, back over here to the real OGs. Waiting for more volume to come into those. They need to stay above VWAP. This thing's fighting for pennies. I'm not too interested in it. It continues to test and break the 50 right there. That's just not a good look. 3 topping tails. 1, 2, 3. That's not a good look at all. That means sellers won for 3 whole minutes. Let's see. Okay, spiked up. Gave a little slap above that, but it doesn't mean anything because that was just a slap. It's got to get some body up there. Getting that body up there. What's that range? That's a 20-cent move right there. So it is trying to get up, but we don't know. There's that 75. 75 kind of giving it some problems there. 72. So it definitely hit that, but that wouldn't be one that I would take. Pola, what's up with Pola? Pola, it's way behind on the volume, and it's choppy. And this is what we mean by choppy. It's going red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. There's no big pushes yet. So we will wait to see what it wants to do. Between, also waiting on that one. Pola. Man, let's see if it breaks. It broke the 75. That is incredible. I didn't think it was going to do it. Alright, so it is above VWAP. It has a nice little bottom down here at the 450 area. Nice little bottom. Let's see, 450 right there. And so we need to see if it can hold that 450 up, because this will be the new range right here. Got resistance up here. So this is as high as it can go. Getting sold back through, not holding up that 75, having a little bit of problems there. Can it go any higher? Are people going to sell it? We need to pull back above this 450 level. That would be nice. CCRC, under VWAP, between, falling back to VWAP. Pola, above VWAP, but I'm not interested in it. So FRSX is showing some promise here. All right, it is forming a new bottom here. If that is a pullback, that's not a pullback yet. That's not a confirmed red pullback. So I can't take that one just yet. I need to see a confirmed red pullback above this level. Okay, it's becoming a red pullback. Well, just lost it. Now I'm losing faith here. Losing faith. There's a red pullback, but now you got all these top and tails above it. It did hold within the body. Is this going to be a true red pullback above the 450s? That's what we're waiting for to see. Confirmation. Let's see if we can see. It's still not pulling back. It's just going up. I don't buy on those. No, don't like it. Need to give me some red going back. CCRC. Trying to get back over that. Draw our resistance forming. More resistance here at the 397. Looks like it double topped right here. 393. So we need to see it start tackling some of those levels. All right, this one, will it actually give us what we're looking for with a pullback? I have not seen a proper pullback yet. Trying to hold up to 75. It's kind of sporadic if you look at it. It went from the 44, that's a 30-cent move, 20-cent move, 20 cent, and 20 cents. So the 20-cent moves is where it's at right now. It's got 30 seconds to close this at a consistent height. Let's see, 490. So a $5 break would be nice. That's what I was looking for. I wanted that pullback to that level. Now the entry is 489, 491. Let's see you get up there and be strong now. That's what I was looking for. Nice little pullback off that level. And now it's going under VWAP, so it really needs to stay up and stop playing. I take 25 shares here because I'm not too in love with this stock. I did not see this 5-minute over here forming. Nice little topping tail, so I don't know if it's going to be able to get back over that. 491 will be the buy spot. Going towards the 5. 495 will be the buy spot. Going towards the 5. So let's see what we can get. CCRC is below VWAP now. It looks like we're curling up. Nice little action to the top, maybe. Is it gonna break this low? The low is a 452 here. See if it can hold up that VWAP. Yes, getting bought up there, looking nice. It actually has a range here, right in here to the bottom there. So, you know, it looks kind of good. But we'll be ready to take quick profits off of it if it does want to go. Just Pola needs more volume. CCRC under VWAP. All right, looks like it triple top there. Got that nice triple top move. The buy area would be the 75 here. So the 475. If it can get back over that, I would be willing to buy. If it can pop back over VWAP now. 476. $475 doesn't look like it wants to get back up there to those 475s. Yeah. All right, now it's got to go all the way back down, come back above VWAP, and retry. Pola is finding some love here. People are coming over here and trading this. It's pushing up, but it's not. The volume isn't there to continue it. All right, let's see some levels here. It's definitely got support around the 550 area. Okay, there's a nice little drop. We want to see it get bought up. Nice little drop there. It is kind of inconsistent. It's green, red, green, red, green, red. It's not been any pushes with all greens. So we'll see about that one as well. Forex. It tried. Definitely tried. Lizzie had the best news today on the collaborations with the Chinese automobiles, but as you can see, sometimes it just doesn't matter. But it may get going later on the day. It is kind of fighting a downtrend, so, and it did find support down here at the 4, found some support down here at the 412s. So if it can get up there and get over that 447 or 421, oh, it's already over the 421 at VWAP. We can get going upwards. It could be still viable. This one is failing. Polar is failing. Oh boy. Almost to 1,000,000 shares traded. Did I do any kind of research on Polar? I don't think I looked at the float or anything. Polar has no shelf registrations. Polar has a float of 5.39 according to Yahoo Finance. Polar also has a float, okay, 539 at both Yahoo Finance and FinViz. So Polar will definitely be on the watch at 5.39 million. Definitely be on the watch there. And Polar, yeah, no kind of shelf registration. All right, what's next here? It's getting almost to 1,000,000. The break of the 6 will be amazing on Polar. So 605, actually put 50 shares up there on that break for Polar. Definitely buy up there. On the daily chart, let's look at its resistance levels here. Draw our resistance at the 635. Next resistance will be at the 693 going towards $7. Wait, did it put it there? Yeah. All right, let's squeeze this down a little bit. This is next resistance. So we'll see if it can get past that $6. And yeah. So that's what we're waiting on, that break of that 605, that $6 area for today. Watt is making moves as well. Does it have news or something? No news. Okay. Why is it up? Don't know. How volatile? Okay, 44. Let's go do our research on Watt. Watt has a shelf registration from 2 months ago. Watt has a float of 41 million. That's kind of high. Yeah, 41 million in both FinViz and Yahoo Finance. So let's add that to the repertoire. Oh, it's already off. Couldn't even hold up. Well, if it comes back up, then it'll pop back in here. But it can't even hold up right now. Polar. That $6 break is what we're looking for on Polar. Nice. It has a nice little formation there. If it can get up there. What's this? The high is the 585. Okay. $6 break is what we're looking for on that one. This one is back up. We'll add that note. I think it was 41 mil. And then shelf 2 months ago. Okay. And let's go look at Polar. Polar just finding its ranges above the VWAP. Would love to see a whole dollar breakout here. CCRC is also trying to come back into play above VWAP. It's found a range in here. So right now it's kind of flat topped, but I mean I could do a flat top break on it, but it just can't stay above VWAP. Polar is at the 75 right now. I do have my order on Polar. If it wants to get up through that $6 area, we'll be in. This one, look at this. Okay, let's put a resistance up here. This thing can drop so fast. All right, 219 is the top side on it. Fighting for pennies over here. Pennies, pennies and pennies and pennies. It might not even be able to hold up here. Selling pressure is too great, I think. Polar back to the 77. FRSX. Yeah, that was a huge drop compared to how long it took it to get up there. All right, everything looks like it's kind of falling off. Nice, nice. Polar, just be strong through that 6 and we'll be in there. I might actually take 100 shares on that break of the 6. But that's a little bit much. I gotta manage my risk. Gotta manage that risk. Failing to stay over VWAP now. CCRC also kind of failing. Polar and CCRC do have that volume now, though. At least they have enough volume to be viable. The full float is 539 on Polar, so we'll just have to see how it wants to play. Maybe it gets like 2 million shares traded before it gets up there to my area. That would be great too. Sun W. Wow, Sun W breaking into the tens. Let's go ahead and look at this float here. Sun W. Sun W float is 16.62 million according to FinViz, and Sun W. Yeah, 16.62. Okay. Perspective, no kind of shelf registrations. Sun W is looking good. Let's go ahead and put it up there on the list. 16.62 million. No kind of floats, no kind of shelf registrations. And then our resistance is right here. Okay. So it looks like it wants to go up and test that $5 area. 541 looks to be the top for it. So we'll put a resistance up here. 541. We'll let it pull back above this level and see if it can, because it's extended, very extended. It's not had any pullbacks yet. Okay, flat back down. It is above VWAP though. We would like to see it hold this previous level here of support right there. That'll be nice. So we got Sun W coming up. If it can't hold this, it'll disappear off my scanner. We have an order out there for, okay, looks like it wants to continue. The high is the 507. Okay, so we do have a range here. We can do some range trading here. 510. In the bottom, the out would be support right here. What's the volume on Sun W? 3 mil. Okay. Well, it's already going down there and testing that level, huh? Wanted to trade within this range, but it looks like it's gonna go ahead and go down there and touch that 9. Polar is fading down, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that order on it. Couple of things have popped up now. Actually, man, Polar is playing around. I don't know if it wants to go or no. CCRC, we got Polar out here acting up. I remember that one. That one's crazy. No news. Probably not gonna be one that just goes crazy. FRSX is just holding within that range. Watt. Wait, was Watt the one I was just looking at? Yeah, it was. Okay, 225 is looking interesting here. We can break that 225 level. 226. It's definitely interesting. Interesting buy area there on that one. Take 50 shares through the 26. Polar is also up to the 580s, but that 226 is really looking good there. See if we can get up there and do that. Okay, kind of bounced back, bounced through. Need some more buying pressure there though. A lot of buying. Okay. That 226 is definitely looking appetizing. White. All right. Pola's going down. Sun W is also. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Pola because it's kind of going away from me. So we'll get rid of that. CCRC still not in a range. The 525 break on Pola is starting to look nice. 526, and we'll buy up there at the 26. 526 if it can get up there. All right. The next thing we're looking at was Watt. Watt for the break of that 25. Okay, we are ready on 2 stocks waiting. Sun W getting up there to the $5 mark. Getting up there, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it's gonna fade or if it's gonna get us in. Mark, what is Mark? Okay, Mark is kind of heavy. What? English under VWAP. What? Let me go over here to my order statuses and see what's open here. Sun W is now back up. Okay, 526 price. So my orders are already out there. All right, Pola looks like it wants to come back in. We're looking for the $6 break on Pola. So $6, 605 on Pola. About 50 shares. So we should have 3 orders out right now. Order status. So we got 3 orders out right now. Pola. Watt. Okay, getting up there. This will be the first trade of the day. We can go ahead and push through that whatever that high is. Okay, coming up to me. Getting some buying pressure there. Almost got me in. My out will be down here on the 216. 216. Okay. Okay, I'm in now. So the bottom of this low is, let's just do the 220. 215 area will be my out for 50 shares. Let's see, the last spot that it came off of was the 215. Yeah, so we'll sell down there to 215 if it just doesn't want to go anymore, and we will take a little bit off the top. So what is the setup right now? See if we can get up through those 30s and stuff. Low of this candle is the 225. 225 here. We could just stop out, break even for a, but I'll just leave it. I'll see what it wants to do. If it can continue to push, that would be great. 30. Okay. Let's go ahead and move it. Move our stop up here. The bottom, the low of this one was a 225. So 226, 227, 239. Need to stay out of those 20s. So 29 will be a nice out spot. 220. All right, that's a nice little pullback there. 220s is where we'll be out at, or 215 is where we'll be out at. All right, waiting. Will it get bought up, or will it just fail down? What's the low of this? The low was the 16, so we'll move it up to the 16 for a low there. Okay, so we got our low right there. Looking for it to get bought up and go higher. It's kind of playing around right now. Sun W, I believe it was another one that I had on. Let's see, orders. Yeah. Okay. So we're waiting to see if it can go any higher than that. It's getting bought up, but again, we got to see. It's also getting sold into. We'll be moving every 5 cents it goes up, we'll move it up 5 cents. Okay. Polar is definitely may or may not get me in today. Okay, back to Watt. Looking for some winnings here. Still in with 50 shares. Now we have a bottom here of the 222. We'll reduce our risk here. 222 area, 220 area. That's five. That's just a few cents on a nice amount of shares there. So we're gonna see what it can do. Can it blow out of this level or no? 50 took 50 shares here. Running, it's running its head into the SMAs here. So let's go ahead and draw our resistance line here. 250s is where it's kind of going towards. See what it wants to do here. There was a lot of selling up top there, a lot of selling, but it didn't really move much. So we're still in. We might make this a break-even trade, looking at how it's forming. So we'll definitely put it at the 2. So either way it goes, it can be a winning trade. 229 there. will keep me from having to get stopped out. But 229 is very close, so risking about maybe 6 cents here. 6 cents on 50 shares. Love to see it get bought up here. Low is the 20s. I mean, my out is the 20s. Got bought up there. We'll be moving our low up to this point soon. This low is the 28s. Let's see what it wants to do. Low of this candle is a 23, so we can actually decrease our risk a little bit to the 20, at least the 22s. See what it wants to do here. I would love to decrease it to the 22s here. Okay, might stop me out here. Getting on down there, will it break the 20s? Buyers. Alright, staying within the 20s. Will the 25 become resistance? No, it just popped back through the 25s. So this will be our new stop out, that 22 area. So it's staying within the 20s. We'll be moving it up to the 25 and just momentarily. What else do we have? Okay, Mark. What's up with Mark? Oh, it's heavy. Heavy. We're going to move this up to the 22s here. So if it wants to, take a dive, then we'll be out. 4 cents on 50 shares is okay. You know what? I could just leave it at the 20s, man. If it breaks out of the 20s, it's just all over anyway. Needs to hold up that 25. Hold it up or get me out. Alright, came back down to that level. The 20s, man. Do not want to see it outside of the 20s. See the selling pressure decreasing. Want to see it make some moves upward again. If it's gonna fade, it'll fade, but right now I do have a nice stop in, so if it does take a dive, we'll be ready. 24s, nice buyers at the 24s. 20s it's got a while to go before it gets to the 20s. Okay. Trying to get back above that 9, which is at the 25. Okay. A lot of buyers on the green. Green on the tape at the 25. Buyers at the 25. Buyers, buyers, buyers coming in at the 25. If it crashes now, then I'll just be out. But buyers definitely came in there. Now this time I will definitely go ahead and stop it at break even. 226 looking like the place to be. We're zeroed out right now. I still Pola's not giving me what I want. Pola Sun W with the 526. It's getting on up there. Pola, but we'll see. Just have to see. Okay, if it can push back into the 30s, we'll go ahead and move it up to the 29 for an out. Because it's kind of playing around with these levels too much for me. The bottom of this is the 22. So we'll go ahead and put that. We'll put our order there. That'll be 4 cents lost on a 50 shares if it does want to fill out. A lot of buyers at the 27, 26 area. A lot of buyers. We want to see it pop through and get some momentum going. There it is. All right, so now we'll go ahead and place our stop at the 22 on that little breakup. A lot of buyers there. All right, we'll go ahead and place it at the 22 there for a break of the 22. I'll be out. Looking for it to get some room up, some room and board here. In 50 shares. I mean, it looks good. I'm risking 4 cents now. 4 cents down. See if we can get back into those 30s. Kind of hit his head real there, right? Very small risk here. See if we can close this up with a strong finish. Buyers at the 27. Okay. Now it just touched the 9 right there, so I think some buyers just bought at the 9. People buying at the 28s. 28s. See 28. Okay, somebody just sold at the 27, buyers at the 27, 28s. Looking for a little breakup here. Very close little risk level. Okay. Buyers are coming in at the 28s. I want to see them take the 29s from them. 28s, the size is decreasing on the 28s. Just got bought up right there. 28s. The sellers are increasing their size on the other side. Might go ahead and break down here. Get me out. It's moving a little slow. Need to also be keeping up with these other ones. CR, CC, CC. Okay, work this way all the way up there. Okay. Finally gave a pullback. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my Watt order. My Watt, or not my Watt order, my Sun W order. I believe because Sun W is really giving me some issues here. So it did get up there again, but it didn't knock me in. So, but it did. You know what? I'm gonna keep that order there. Keep that order there just in case on Sun W. Pola. I also have an order for the 605 break, which I'm losing interest on it. So I might actually go ahead and get rid of that order. Sun W. Watt. Okay, Watt is moving up now a little bit. We'll do a break-even trade if it can push into the 30s, and it comes back into the 20s. I'll do a break-even trade on that and just get out. I may add to this position depending on what it wants to do next. Resistance right there to 235. $226 would be a break-even trade there. Looking for that push up into the 30s. $227. Like a nice place to be. Can it get into the 30s? If it can get into the 30s, I will definitely go ahead and take off. The bottom of this candle is the 27 where I want to put my stop, but this is break even. So we'll just put it right there. Break even. So if it wants to act crazy, we'll be right there, break even for it. Okay, it is going up. Let me switch over back to my positions. Watt is a very slow mover here today. See if it can get over this high of the 35 there. Resistance right there at the 35. Definitely looks good. We are above the 30s though. We need to see a push through that 35 so we can move up our stop. But right now it's a break-even trade. Matter of fact, I'll make it more than a break-even trade, a green trade right there. Okay, so we are in the money on that one, either way it goes. $32, people are buying at the 32, buying at the 32. A lot of buyers at the 32 right there, but no movement. So not enough to actually move the stock. And I'm okay if it goes down right here, because with the way that it's looking, especially if it blows through this top right here, that'll be amazing. We're in the green for the day. Looking for that push through that 35, that high break. Definitely if we can go up there and challenge that 50 area, that'll be even better. But we're just sitting, waiting and watching here, making a little bit of money at a time. Sun W, what are you doing here? Sun W is not looking good at all anymore. I'll go ahead and cancel that order. It's very, very choppy. Not showing me a lot right there. CCR. Okay, my other trade is coming down, looks like. What? It's like it wants to come on down. All right, Y is up. CCRC is still struggling. Don't really know what this one wants to do, but we will move up the stop to the low of the 30s, 29-ish area. 29, just stay out of the 20s. And that'll be great for me. You can just stay out of those 20s. Hitting its head up there right now. May go a little bit higher, but it is on its way up. So definitely very nice pattern upwards. Okay, all the way up. Getting more and more volatile as we go. We'll see where the next candle closes on this 5 minute, because it might actually go up there and test that 50. We're up $10 on the day. Either way it goes, this trade will be a green trade. We're holding the bottom here at the 31. So 31 there. We'll just say the 30s. So that's where we'll sit, on the 30, and we'll let it continue to work up here. It's got a nice little pattern. Pulling back. Even if it pulls back a lot, we got plenty of room to let it pull back, and we're still in the money. Full, almost 10 cents away from my stop, so let's get it. Okay, 38s. Yeah. Okay, might actually stop me out here. We don't know. Where's the new bottom is what we are asking. 29. Stay out of those 20s is what we want to see. That's where we'll put it, the 20s. 29. If it enters back into the 20s, we are out. Take our little game and skip on down memory lane. Okay, so is that the only order that I have open? Doesn't seem like it. I think Watt Polo was the other one. Polo. Okay, yeah. You know what, man? I'm very I'm wondering, should I keep them on here, because I would like to actually see them before they get to 15. Between Watt, let me keep that up there so y'all can see my money coming on down to the stop. It may stop me, I don't know. Watt, it's in the 30s right now. We'll see if we can get bought up and go a little bit higher and probably maybe test that 50. That would be great. Even if it stops me out right now, I can always enter back in on the next pump up. The bottom of this one is the 31. So that's where we really would like to be out at the 30s there. Yep. All right, cool. Green on the day. Stop me out right there. Kind of figured it was getting weak up there, but it's all good. Still a green trade. Got 800 something dollars left to trade. I think it was a good setup. I probably should have took a little bit more off the top up there. Maybe if I took bigger size, I would have been willing to, but I definitely did not there. All right, so we do have a range, a new range here. Draw our resistance right on top of this, and our support line right here. Alright, so we have another range. We want to see it get back over the high of the 237 if it can. CCRC, man, it looks good, but it's just not getting any volume. B-tween or B-wing. Nobody's interested yet. Okay, Sun W, definitely getting up there. I want to see a break of that 525 on this one for it to be considered volatile by me. Oops. 525. We'll go ahead and get it going, get it rolling on that 526 break. I want to see you get going. All right, what else do we have? English. Watt. Looking like it's trying to build back up to get back over. It's going to have to close this candle above the body of this candle. So it needs to hold up the 231. Can it? I don't know. Actually, the range on this is right here. So, but it's fighting for pennies. That's the only other thing that I don't like about it. It's fighting for pennies. Between CCRC. This one has a great little setup there. Just need to see it break. Get up and go. Yeah, it's just fighting for pennies right now. I don't really like the way that it's moving, but I did take a little bit of profit. I mean, just a little. Mark is also fighting for pennies. English. Okay. All right. Well, between is failing. CCRC is failing. Sun W is the one that I'm watching. It's just, it looks so good. It came up to this level 3 times and had a ascending triangle towards this level. So definitely looking for maybe a break of the 510. It gets volatile, goes 10 more cents, collects that 525 up there. That'll be great. But I am willing to wait. We have $892 left. We've taken one small winning trade today. Very small. See the break of the 510. Let's see where the big wall is at. 520 has a big wall. There's a lot of smaller walls in here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting in this one because it just looks so good over that 10. That 510, 515 looks so good over that 515 area. Let's do 516. 516 area is where we're sitting. Take quick profits off of it. So we got one at 516, one at 525 if it wants to get volatile. Okay. So a couple of times it's been up here and tested those levels. Still in a 5-minute setup, holding the 9 on the 1 and the 5-minute. So we're just waiting. Looks really good though. It's the top dog today. In this price range. Right, let's see you get volatile, and I will be selling fairly quickly. It's holding up. We need to see some buyers come in here above this level that it's holding. This would be a 3-bar play if it can go. Okay. Well, it's looking kind of weak here. It's been 3 times it's come up to this level. It's got a nice little trend line. Could not break though. Yet. Real walk. It's gonna have to get some volume. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and break out here. Looks like. Break of the 10. Go ahead and get in 25 shares on the break of that 10. If it can do it. Okay, pulling back there. Looking iffy right there. One at the 16, one at the 26 in for me. Take profits off of this thing quick because it's kind of fighting for pennies. There we go. Nice little pull back there. The high is a 513. So we'll actually add to that 16 right there. 25 shares at the 16. If it can get up and get going. See what it wants to do here. Top of that 13. We're looking for some buying here. We got 75 shares on the line here. So yeah, 25, 25, 100 shares on the line here. Ready to go. Holding up this level, we just want to see some action. And I will be selling quickly on this Sun W. Having trouble holding up that 10 right there. The 9 is at the 507. Let's see what it'll do at the 9. A lot of people selling at the 510. That was wild. There was a lot of selling. Okay, we'll see what it wants to do. Whether it's going to fade down or whatever. Mark. All these up here are now just not interesting. But I am very bullish on Sun W. Very bullish. Because if they can kick through those levels, I will be in there. Selling pressure coming through, not working. $10.13 now. Waiting for a little breakout here. Okay, up to the 510. Some sellers at the 510. We're looking for that 516 break. Start taking profit. Buyers are just not stepping in here. They probably are waiting for this candle to close. Once it snaps through this though, it's gonna be a different game. The out for those shares will be right here on the bottom of these. Since this is a consolidation point, it'll be the $5. So 15 cents. Why CBD? What in the world? Why is it up so much? Don't like the volume. Don't like any of that. What? All right. Looks like we're getting a nice little bottom here. New bottom. Still getting traded very lightly through these bars. See, that's volume. This was a 61,000. So there were a couple of them that were kind of good in here. We need to see more buyers getting past pretty much this 515 here. 5 cents away from buying me in though. Will it get volatile? Will it continue this trend upward? I would like to see 6 million before it goes up there. That would be great. Looking weak right there though. 1017. Well above VWAP. Got the volume. I can't believe this much time has passed. I look over at my time and it's just zooming. Polar back in the game. Alright, so it looks like it's ready to get some moves here. Possibly. Buyer stepping in at 1017 here. Come on. Watts continuing to try to keep that little rhythm going, but I don't think it's going to be able to. Alright, so did it get me in yet? Nope. Really consolidating here. Looking for the break. Because being a low float, I know it's got a little bit of run in it. Just a little bit of run. At least up to the maybe the 40s, possibly. People are buying at the 511. Not moving it. Okay, we are ready. We got our orders ready to go. Looking for this break of the 15. holding up that 10 right there. Buyers coming in. See the buying pressure here. Okay, there's a little pump up. Still not too sure. Big crush down. What's the top of this? 513.5, 513.6. So the sellers could get pushed out here. Sellers are heavy right there on that. If it blasts through the 15, they'll definitely be trying to run and cover. See if we can make them cover. A lot of buying right there at the 514. We'll be quick to take profit on this one. Orders already set up for it. Buyers trying to come in there. Buying at the 515. Is anybody covering at the 515? That might be covering right there. Yep, I'm in right there. Okay, in 50 shares. The first out will be back at the $5. So $5 area will be out with that 50 shares. So we want to see it at least get bought up through this. Hmm. 505 would be a better area right there. 505 for 50 shares. Cancel that. Alright, we're looking. Matter of fact, that's still too high. 512 is the low of that one. So 510 for 25 shares. 25 shares, 510. Got in some more, I believe. Nope, not yet. Nice, nice. Took some there. Took some there. Okay. Took some there. Got 35 shares left. It's kind of failing to get through that resistance there. Okay, the orders are still plausible though. Took some there. Orders still out. Looks like it hit his head against the wall right there. Okay, cancel that. Okay. 25 shares left. Okay, took a little bit there. 20 shares left. See if it can continue giving me some moves here through the 40. Took some there on that struggle right there. It's not holding the 30s. Yeah. Okay. 5 left. Just a few left here. We'll probably have to let it pull back here. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take right there. And we'll get ready to reset up here. Took some money out of there. Sun W. Looking like it's wanting to make some plays here. That one doesn't have the volume. Alright, so CCRC. We're just growing this account little by little, you know. The more money we have to play with, the better. Okay, so we want to get back over this 533 area. See you get up and play over this 9 area. Okay, going down there, getting the 9. 9 is the 519. We want to see it stay in the 20s. Stay in the 20s. Did get quite a topping tail there. That's why I was taking profit up there, because it was letting me know that it was getting heavy. The volume is picking up on it. So we'll have to see. The high is the 23. So let's see if we can get back over that 23 area. Okay. Go ahead and get in with that 525 through the 525. I mean 25 through the 525. Okay. 25 through the 525, 526. I can go ahead and put a stop order since it's going to give me time. And our out will be the bottom of this, the 518, if it wants to do us like that. We're going to trade within this range here. This looks like a triple top. See if it can break it, get through that 25, 26 area. Okay, could not break that 25 there. Okay, looks like it's back in that 5-minute downtrend. So we will let it play by itself. As soon as it gets out, let's see, the 525 was a heavy level of resistance. It needs to hold up this low, at least the 520s. If we see 519, we don't really want to take that. Okay, that looks good right there. It's kind of pausing right there, so we will set that back up to the 26, and we'll be ready to buy at the 26 if it can get over this last red candle. Anything else going on out here? Mark. Everything else is just stagnant. Okay. Everything else looks stagnant here. FRSK, what is it trying to do? It's above VWAP, but it's kind of going sideways. Rewalk. I mean, there's opportunity there, just not volume. Okay, back up here to this one. Want to be in at the 25 break, 26 break, and just trade up to the top of this. Might go ahead and increase that to 50 shares up there. We can do that 26 break. $50 shares on that 26 break, and we'll play this range here. Resistance, we got a little range here. Draw our support right through there, and let's see what we can get. 25, 26 break. Okay, more selling going on at the 522. Selling, selling, selling. The 9 is the 521. Let's see if we can hold up that 521. Well, it did hold up the 521, so the out here would be whatever this bottom is, the 20s. See if it breaks down the 20s here. See you launch up and get it. Okay, so the 20s seem to be holding up. Not anymore. It's like time I said it. Nope. Alright, so we will cancel that order. And I really don't want to play backside on this, and I don't feel like doing that. So let's go and look somewhere else. So very, very snappy. It's heavy. Watt. FRSK failed again. B-wing. Rewalk. I don't even know if any of these had news. I don't think any of them had news. I think only one of these had news here. Okay, so we're gonna go back up here to Sun W. Was that the one I was trading? Yeah. Kind of failed out of that level, losing a little bit of strength. Pola, rewalk. Sun W. We're waiting for some investors or something to come in and drop something on one of these. Rewalk is coming back up, looks like. Just need some more volume and it'll be okay. Alright, so this is the 10:30 mood where everything slows down. I am green on the day, but just a little bit. You know, sometimes things wow. What in the world? Sometimes things definitely turn for the worst. Let's get ready to see what Rewalk is doing here. Let's see if it can break that 75, 175. Let's get in 50 shares on 175 there. 176 break for that. Let's do 100 shares there on that 176 break if it can. Show me some strength here. 175. It's a $0.25 break, so let's see what it's got. The top of it, it's about that 176 point anyway, so let's see what it's got. Got some nice consolidation here. And now it's going to start doing that kind of stuff. Okay. Alright. It's probably going to gap fill, but I just don't like movements like that. $600 left, $634 left. Growing this little account just pieces every day. Just a little bit until I get something that is actually volatile down here in these in this price range. Okay. Getting a little consolidation here above VWAP with Sun W. I can actually remove all of these because if it goes back under VWAP, it's over with. I'm not even touching it anymore. It's consolidating right here on this support line. It's got a top up here up to the 530s. See if it breaks that support line down. High is the, oh wow, it already cracked it. As soon as I said that, it cracked it. So far, the only thing that I've traded, let's see, we traded Sun W, we traded Watt. All the trades today were green, so no red trades today. But it is getting later on in the day, so it's harder to kind of see what's going to get that push unless it already has volume. Plus, a lot of these have faded under VWAP, which I do not like. Mark continues to play me. I think I may take 200 shares of Mark. It's got plenty of volume. It's just heavy. I don't know. I might need to see a push out on that one. It may play me and it may just crash. Let's see how much volume's on these. Oh my goodness, not even 100,000 share volume on those. I'm not too interested in those types of plays where I risk way too much on a trade. Okay, Polar. Did it just get a kick up? Polar. Rewalk. Sun W. Is anything gonna come back up today? Maybe everything will fade from here on out. The reason that I'm going a little bit longer today is because last time I shut down, it kind of, you know, ended kind of badly. But I think what I'm gonna do is actually close up this part of the trade and then open up another live for the afternoon. So let me go ahead and actually, where am I can just close everything out and then open up another live for the afternoon trading. That's what I'll do. Alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll go ahead, I'll run that outro and I'll open up another live for the midday. So here we go.